This is Dudes Who Bet Sports.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Dudes Who Bet Sports. We are back. We're going to talk the Haskell today on the show. We'll do a little bit of stupid stuff at the end like we always do, but we will talk Haskell. That's about all we can do. There's really, this is the All-Star week. It is so slow. There's nothing to talk about in sports.
Not if you're not into soccer.
Well, yeah, we do have that.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying if you're not into that, there's just nothing.
I don't know. Like I'm into it, but I can't sit here and really talk about it. You know what I mean? I don't know enough about it.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
So it is what it is, you know. Yep, you made it. We can start now. We got Davey here. Haven't been able to catch one of these in so long. What's up? Good to see you, Davey. Talked to you a little bit earlier over text as well. He's excited for the Haskell. So am I. I think it's going to be a really, really good race. And I think that's kind of why I wanted to talk about it. You know, we don't do a ton of racing on here, but we do the big ones. And this feels like a really good race. I guess let's just get into it. Like when you were handicapping it, for me, it was a little bit of, oh no, not these horses again, but also it's good. It's a good race.
Yeah, it's a very good race. You got 5, I consider, that are, top 15 horses for sure. At this, probably top 10.
Yeah,
I would think, wouldn't you?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. We definitely have some horses that have proven to be pretty good and have won big time races. We got the Preakness winner is here. The Bluegrass winner's here. You got the Puma, who almost won the Florida Derby, did win the Tampa Bay Derby. Ocelli hit the board in these big races. Yeah, I think it's a good field.
I do too.
All right. Well,
go through it like we usually do.
Yep. We'll go through one by one and say, we're going to toss them or we're going to talk about them more. And we'll start with the number one star sweeper to kick it off. It's a toss for me.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. We're tossing him. Further ado.
Of course.
We're keeping. Okay. Do we keep Baby Vino?
No.
Nope. Yeah, me neither. No. That's a toss for me as well.
Yeah.
Do we keep the Puma?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Do we keep Iron Honor?
Yes.
Okay. Do we keep Napoleon Solo?
Well, of course. Yes.
Okay. And then do we keep Ocelli?
Yes.
All right. So that was pretty easy. I don't think we needed to do it. I'm pretty sure we do the 5 we were going to keep and the 2 we're going to toss. I will say real quick, if you're going to play a double-digit price, there's only 2 options. It is Star Sweeper or Baby Vino. Baby Vino is a huge, huge standout compared to Star Sweeper. So if you want a long shot, Baby Vino is the one. All right. Further ado, we'll examine him first. Really good season so far, other than that Derby, and that happens. So, some horses don't run well there. What are your thoughts on Further Ado?
Yeah, toss the Derby. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of horses that finish 11th in the Derby these days that are pretty good horses. So I don't even look at that, basically. The thing that I've always said about him, and, he won the Bluegrass by 11 lengths, but he didn't beat anything.
Yeah.
But he still smoked them. So that's good. Then he didn't, finish in the top 10 in the Derby, and then came back and won a grade 3. So you got to decide, is that enough? Is his resume good enough to be the favorite?
Well, it's a very interesting situation because who has he beat is a big time question mark. And the answer is not much. Last time out, he did beat Our Money Man by 2 lengths. That horse did come back to run second in the Indiana Derby, but I don't know how good that is really.
Exactly.
Taptastic hasn't turned out to be much. He beat him last time out as well.
Yeah.
And then you kind of look back to the Bluegrass. He beat Ottenho Talkin. They're not. They didn't come back to do much. So that's the question mark.
Yep, that's it. He has not proven himself to beat anyone. It's hard to overlook. He's out of Gun Runner. That's hard to overlook. And this could be the race for him. Got Irad aboard, so you got to look at him. You got to look at him closely. It's just, will he do it?
Yep. I think he's a very logical horse. The other problem that people are going to bring up, the Keeneland thing, he runs better at Keeneland than anywhere else. I really don't make a ton of that. I'm not worried about that as much. I would say it'd be better if he was at Keeneland. You'd have a better feeling, but I don't worry about that just too much. I think we're okay there. Rob brings up, in fairness, that might be the whole 3-year-olds with who have they beaten. I think this one is a big standout of hadn't beaten much. I think stands out more than the others, and we'll talk about that as we go.
Well, I agree with you.
Yeah, it's not a bad comment. I
think the thing is, you look at it this way: he's the favorite, so you got to look and see, why is he the favorite? Shouldn't he have beaten somebody better than this to be the favorite?
Correct. Yeah,
that's the way I look at it. And
I do like him quite a bit, though. I will say that I do like Further Ado.
Well, you got to in this field, definitely.
All right, interesting horse here. The next one we kept, number 4, is the Puma, a horse who has not raced since March 28th. Probably would have been one of the top 2, 3, 4 choices in the Derby. Had to scratch out of it with illness / I think he had a skin rash. He had some problems. Not it wasn't like anything physical. It was, but it wasn't. What I'm trying to say, it wasn't like
his legs. It wasn't
a broken
his
bone or anything like that. Yeah. Last time we saw him, he ran second, only beating a nose in the Florida Derby. He also won the Tampa Bay Derby. A little bit of a layoff. That's a problem. What were your thoughts on the Puma?
Well, that's exactly it. We don't know. Does he need a race? I looked at his workouts. He's been running really well. But again, I don't put a whole lot of stock in that. So definitely he's ready. Logical choice if you like him. I never have liked him that well, so he's not in my top 2. But I just have never thought he was that great. I think he's good, but I think a lot of people like him because of the name.
Yeah, I think he's really good too. I don't. The only race I don't think he ran very well. He got a poor trip and he didn't have his normal jockey. Now he doesn't have his normal jockey here. Javier Castellano was injured, obviously, from what happened at Saratoga. So it'll be Luis Saez. I think Luis Saez more than capable, though.
No doubt.
I'm not worried about the jock at all, other than just, hey, it's a horse that Saez hasn't been on, and maybe that might bother the Puma. I don't think it will, though.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he'll be all right.
I wouldn't know about that.
I really like him, but I worry that he needs one. Like,
I think he does. That's
March to July, man. That's going to be tough, and he's got to run very well. He's got to run well to win. I mean, this is a good field for the 3-year-old class we have. This is a really good field, and I worry about that.
If he finishes in the top 3, that's a good showing, I think.
Yeah, it almost feels like, boy, next out, that's when you're really going to want him. Yeah,
that's right.
Yep. So, I just worry that he needs one. And I look back at that Tampa Bay Derby. Further Ado really needed one that day, and the Puma beat him. This feels like the opposite here. So I just worry that layoff really, 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 really hurts. Number 5 is Iron Honor. I don't know why. I can't get sold on this horse. I just feel like I don't know how he turns the tables really on Napoleon Solo, and even he does, I just worry he's not that good. What are your thoughts on Iron Honor?
Well, it's the same thing. I mean,
yeah, I can't get behind this horse.
No, he's not. He just hasn't. He ran good in the Preakness.
Oh, he did.
He ran real well, but he didn't win. 7th in the Wood Memorial. Not good. Not good. So I can't get with him either. I just think these other horses are better.
I do too. I just prefer others a little bit more than him. Could he hit the board? Yes. I mean, could he win? Yes. I don't know. There's something about him. I just couldn't get there as far as a serious win contender. If you think the horse, if you want to use him, I don't necessarily want to talk you off of him. But it's just man, I felt like he had every chance last time out. I do think he's better sitting a little bit off the pace like he did last time in the Preakness. I think he can do that here. I don't know. I think he's going to need to take a step forward, and I'm not sure that he's capable of doing it. So ultimately, that was the one out of the 5 we talked about. That's the one I like the least, talking about Iron Honor. So go ahead and put him to the winner's circle.
Yeah, me too.
Napoleon Solo, the 6 horse. I think he's super dangerous in this race.
I do too.
Yeah,
I do too. He should be the favorite, in my opinion.
Yeah, you picked him in the Preakness.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks loose on the lead to me.
That's me too. I don't
Yeah.
see anybody's going to go get him. And if they let him get away from him, they ain't going to catch him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, the question's been all year on him. You know, his 2 races. He was fantastic as a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
And then he ran bad in his first 2 races. I mean, really bad. And then came and ran like he did when he was a 2-year-old in the Preakness. And can he string that again? That's the thing. And his workouts have been really, really good the last 3 works.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's on a big one. I really do. Because he was super as a 2-year-old. I think everybody was thinking this is the guy if he can go the distance.
Yeah.
And he's proven he can. So it's a little farther this time, but not that much. Because I don't think if he can get on the lead and get loose, who's going to go get him?
It's shorter this time. This is a 1.8 miles. So it's actually
that's
shorter.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So, look, I think he's super dangerous. Like I said, I don't think anybody will really go with him early. Maybe Iron Honor. I don't know, but I think he's tough in here. I think he's got a great chance to take him gate to wire. Let's talk finally about the number 7 Ocelli, and this is everybody's favorite maiden. A horse that is 0 for 9, but has hit the board in the Ohio Derby, 4th in the Preakness, 3rd in the Kentucky Derby, 3rd in the Wood Memorial. So pretty good 4-race set there.
Not bad.
Did you give him any consideration at all?
I do. I mean, I would like to look up, and it would take forever to see if any maiden has had this resume.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I mean, there's been maidens that look a lot like this. There was one.
Asmussen had one.
Yeah,
a couple of years ago.
Well, he had a horse named Publisher last year, but he didn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He wasn't as close as this horse has been.
But he ran in a lot of huge races. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Publisher. Eric Guillot had a horse a long time ago that actually won finally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a few that comes to mind.
This is a maiden that's won $830,000.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yep.
And they just keep throwing him in these races. And
well, I hear it all the time. I get messages or I read stuff on the Discord about, oh my gosh, this poor horse, I should throw him in a maiden. And I was like, that throwing him in the maiden would be the dumbest thing ever. Yeah. Now, if he starts running horrible in these races, yeah, for sure. But there is absolutely no reason to throw this horse in a maiden when he can hit the board in races like this. As long as he keeps showing that, I'd keep running him right here.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I think they did the right thing. They sent him to the Ohio Derby. After the Preakness, try to get the win there, with a big purse.
Yep.
That's the way you do it. And like I say, finish second, strong second. I just don't think he's not good enough to beat Further Ado and Napoleon Solo. I don't think.
I kind of looked at it like this when I was doing the preview for the website. I was just like, look, if you told me, list the horses that are most likely to hit the board, he'd probably be like the 3rd horse I'd list, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But list of horses I think have the best chance to win, he's not there for me. I don't think he's got a great chance to win. But can he hit the board here? Yeah, for sure he can. And look, I think, like Davey's like, I think Oklahoma Derby is a spot for him. I think but the Travers could be a spot for him if he runs well. Again, it all comes down to, okay, if he runs well, will he continue to run well? But if he does,
if he finishes second in this or 3rd, he's going to the Travers probably.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
There's no reason not to, but you have to. I don't know. If I was the owner, I'd want him to get a win, wouldn't you?
No, that would not mean a thing.
That bother you? You're thinking
no. If you were listen, horse ownership
I know
is all about making money. Period.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to go run in $100,000 maiden and win if
Oh,
I
I
can go
wouldn't take-
run second or third here and get double or triple the
Right.
money. Like
I wouldn't take him to a maiden, but the Oklahoma Derby sounds kind of interesting.
The other thing to me, I don't think he'll win the Oklahoma Derby.
He may not.
I think he'll run like second.
Well, you look at they took him to the Ohio Derby. Chip Honcho's a nice horse, but he beat him.
Yeah.
And he's not that good.
No.
So this guy may just be
he's a second or third place runner.
Yeah. He's a hard charger. That's what he is.
The Ohio Derby I thought was the best race of his career.
Yeah. He still didn't win.
Yeah. But maybe he can pull it off if he can go to like Oklahoma and run that race, or maybe a couple horses don't fire here and he's in with a chance or something.
Yeah.
I don't think it's impossible he's going to win. I just think at this point, I like to handle him as a second or third place horse. I think, Oselli, Davey said it, he's like a Red Route 1, a Barber Road.
Yes.
Maybe better than Farmington Road, but yeah, same. But, those horses did win. Oselli just
did.
But he's been racing against very, very tough horses.
He has.
Just
and he
looking
come back as a 4-year-old, and
he got beat. I'm looking back at who beat him. He got beat by Mob and Boss Dillon. Those horses were supposed to be good. They weren't. Thunderbuck was a horse that was supposed to be good and didn't materialize. Then he got beat by Reagan's Honor, a horse who was supposed to be really good and didn't materialize. And then he went right to Stakes after that. Again, so
I know here's the thing. If this race, it's famous, the Haskell, blah, 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 great race, grade 1. How can you pick a maiden to win this?
Well, yeah, exactly. Especially a strong running of it.
Yeah, you can.
You can.
But I can't. Let me put it this way. I can't.
No. And he's been beaten by several of these horses in the past as well. Yeah, I'm with you. All right. That's the field of 7. Where did you go on top?
I went with Napoleon.
Yep.
Because I just don't see any speed, and I think he might get away.
Yeah.
And I think he's good. And he showed it. And, I know the Preakness wasn't a strong field, but he won. And that's big. I went with him, and I wouldn't be surprised if the 2 wins.
So, yeah, with the Preakness, it's going to be very interesting. Some horses have come back and have run well out of it, but they've been against weaker company. Right. Chip Honcho and Oselli finishing 1-2 in the Ohio Derby. That does bode well for the Preakness.
It does.
Now, you could say what was behind them wasn't very good, and that's true, but still, they went and they won, and they were those 2 horses, Chip Honcho and Oselli, were pretty much clear of the rest of the field.
Right. And can't we say that about Further Ado as well?
What about him?
That he hasn't beaten anything.
Well, yeah, for sure. Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, and that goes back to what we're saying. There, it's not a great crop, but I think Napoleon Solo looks better today than he did before that Ohio Derby. Because I kind of thought Chip Honcho would get beat in that race, and Oselli, would maybe run second or third. But I didn't think they'd look as good as they did.
Oh, I didn't pick Chip Honcho.
No,
I was surprised when he won.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's my trainer, and I still was surprised.
Yep, I was too, and I was surprised that not only that both those horses ran well, but they kind of dusted the rest of them.
Yeah,
kind of shows you there's a little bit of a separation there. That being said, I went Napoleon Solo in second. I did pick the 2 Further Ado to win this one. This feels like a really good spot for him. I think after the Derby, they kind of scrapped everything and went back to, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to work backwards from the Haskell. I think they pointed for it. I thought the Matt win was a really nice prep. I think he'll show up here and run very, very well. I think he will sit close enough to Napoleon Solo to not let him get away. So I think he's going to get him. So,
well, he has shown that he'll stay close to the front. Yeah.
I think he's going to sit about a length or 2 off of him, and I think he'll be able to go get him. And so I put Further Ado on top.
Yeah, if he can do that, then he's got a good shot for sure. Now, if Napoleon wins this one, are we going to move him up? in status?
Well, I mean, I think if Napoleon wins this one, he's the number 2 horse.
He's right
in the
there.
crop.
Yeah.
I think if Further Due wins, you might say he's the number 2 horse in the crop because outside of Golden Tempo, you're kind of looking for somebody else.
Absolutely.
What if the Puma wins? I think that'd be interesting as well.
Oh my gosh, and he might.
You could make a strong case. Say the Puma wins by a length or 2. You make a strong case he might just be the best, and he would have won the Derby. So
what you might, yeah.
Very.
I think he's got to win one more before he gets into that status. But
I do too.
Let's say he has a huge summer, then suddenly there he is. He's the star.
Yeah. Well,
he's got the name and everything. So
we'll see if he can go to a race, like the Travers next. After this race, we'll see what happens. All right, let's get to some of the comments of Further Ado. A big fan, Davey, a big fan of Further Ado. Not counting the Derby, this is about Further Ado. He's won 4 of his last 5 races, barely losing to the Puma, who was prepared for the Tampa Bay Derby, while Further Ado was first off the layoff. Like you said, he hasn't beat anyone, but he also, I agree, like the Tampa Bay Derby, Brad Cox he said, we're not going to see him close to his best year, and he still almost won. So it's a loss. You count it, but I don't worry about it. So, yeah, that's why I kept going back to him. Is like, man, and this horse just, I mean, there is no layoff or anything. I mean, like he's ready to roll here. So it'll be interesting. Jeff asks, has Luis been on the Puma for works or anything? I do not think so. I don't think so. So again, the Puma, I mean, I definitely think he can win. I do think there's just there's too many question marks for me to play him here. I also think he's going to get bet pretty hard in this race because he just does. So I don't know. I'm not really worried about Saez, to be honest. I'm just worried about that layoff. So Iron Honor resume looks good, but the horses he's faced doesn't build a ton of confidence for me. This is from Davey here. Napoleon Solo finally performed, but didn't look great prior. Those two got to prove themselves. And he said it's weird because the field kind of has won some big races. All of them have, but they all kind of feel like this is a race where if we win here, we can start calling them the real deal. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
absolutely. It is. It's exactly what this race is.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dennis was kind of shocked. You thought Napoleon Solo should be the favorite. He talks about the speed bias at Laurel. I mean, he is the Preakness winner. So I don't know that I totally disagree with you. I think maybe he should be the favorite.
Yeah, I think he should too.
Yeah,
I do.
Yep. I think everybody thinks so poorly. Well, honestly, I think Further Ado's a favorite because he's kind of he's a pretty flashy horse, right?
Which one?
Further Ado.
I guess.
You don't like him, I can tell.
Is it just me, or is Cox a little overrated right now?
I think Cox shows up in big spots here lately and hasn't ran all that well.
That's what I mean.
And I think here's what I think happens with Brad Cox, and I'm guilty of it more than anybody. He has set the bar so high that people just think he's going to show up and they're going to run off the screen every time, and it's just not realistic.
Right.
So I think that's what it is.
I wasn't knocking him at all. I didn't mean that.
I know what you're saying though. Yeah.
It just seems like to me we're kind of looking at him a little too like he's the second coming of Bob Baffert or something like that.
Yeah, it's like
Rob, and I like him, don't get me wrong.
Rob says he hasn't been winning this year, I feel, and then I remember Further Ado. And then Rob, I know you were at the Indiana Derby last week and he won that race. And like I think he has so many horses and so many of them disappoint because when you have a ton of horses, you're going to have disappointments because they all disappoint.
I think that's a great point.
And then you forget, you look back and you go, oh, he had Commandment. So like Commandment, for example, like you might view him right now as we sit here as like, man, that was disappointing.
Yeah.
He won the Florida Derby. He won the Fountain of Youth with him. Right. I mean, Mucho Macho Man, he won with him. It's like, I think he's set the bar so high.
He has.
And he has had some disappointments too. I'm not saying he hasn't, but Yeah, I think he's having a good year. I think he'll take it.
Would say a lot of trainers would take his year so far.
Yeah.
When you get to that status like he is, you just expect him to win every race, and you can't.
Well, and because of who he is, he does show up in a lot of spots where he's 2 to 5.
That's
and
right.
Sometimes 2 to 5 shots get beat.
Yeah,
sometimes
and he's 2 to 5 because he's earned the right to be 2 to 5.
Yeah.
And you don't always win. And the other thing is too, he's in every damn big race there is.
That's the other thing. He's got so many horses. Yeah. He's in all the races, and it's hard to win them.
It is.
So
he's sitting in the B team to win.
Yeah.
Races that are pretty hard to win with the B team.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
So that's probably answered my own question right there.
Yeah, look, I think it's one of those things. The bar gets set high, and once you get that spotlight fully on you, not to brag, this isn't like the first year. I mean, he's had the spotlight for 3 or 4 years now, I would say. But boy, I feel like the Knicks go and the Essential Quality year, it's like he was like a top 10, and then he was like the name or one of the names. And that's a different level. When you get to that, all eyes are on you all the time. It's different. Dennis says he likes the Puma, but he could change his mind.
But it's only Thursday, Dennis.
It is only Thursday, but you're getting running out of time. So it's not going to be much longer.
I think, and we probably ought to just save this for in a minute when we don't have anything else to talk about, but we can kind of compare Cox right now with what might happen, and I'm not saying it's going to, in college football this year. What if Indiana isn't very good?
Well, yeah, no, I think that's a really good comparison. And I think that's the thing. Expectations are everything in sports.
They are.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's look at Indiana. That's one, since you brought it up. Indiana is a program where their fans were pretty much, if they could go to a bowl game. I'm talking getting to 6 wins. That's a hell of a season.
They had the worst record out there over the years.
Yes. It would almost be like, wow, they do that once every 5 years. What a miracle.
Yeah.
Now, if Indiana goes 9-3 this year, they're going to be like, what in the hell is going on with this football program?
That's right. That's how everything has gotten completely out of control.
Right.
The guy did an unbelievable job. I read a really good interview with him, and he flat out said, I never could have done this without the NIL and the portal. It never would have happened.
Yeah.
And so, coaches get way too much. I mean, he deserves a ton of credit. Don't get me wrong, for taking that the way he did and beating great teams all year last year. Man, it was just everybody thought he was going to lose, and they didn't. And if he can go 11-2, that's probably it's fantastic.
I mean, yeah. I think 11-2 would be an unbelievable year for them.
I mean, he's going to have to do this with the third straight year.
Yeah.
With a brand new quarterback.
Yeah.
And he's hit the gold mine the last 2 years, which is a testament to his ability to see talent and also to get it to play better than what it is. Maybe nobody else ever got it out of these guys.
Well, I'll say the cool thing about that story and about him, obviously NIL and the transfer portal and all that has opened the door for them, and that's great. I think that's actually a good thing.
Yeah.
People are kind of dismissing it as, it's because, it is, but a lot of schools have that opportunity, right? And he's done it better. And, like Lane Kiffin, for example, gets all like, he's supposed to be the portal guy and the guru. This is their true guru right here. This guy, like
this is
what Cignetti's done is it's incredible.
It's unbelievable. And Kiffin gets all of the news and everything. He hadn't won shit. He's never won shit.
No, not on them.
He doesn't win at LSU.
Right.
Okay, let's say he does his usual and goes 10-3, 11-2, which is great at Mississippi.
Right. Yeah.
He's suddenly going to be the biggest dumbass there ever was.
Right. Yeah.
Because everybody's expecting him to go to LSU where you have all this money and the ability to go get anybody you want, and whenever just start stomping everybody.
Yeah.
And I'll be surprised if it happens, but
well, and you talk about expectation levels once again. If he could have stayed at Ole Miss and had similar seasons to this, even a little worse or a little better or whatever, just stay right there, they would have built a statue of him.
Yep.
At LSU, what he's done at Ole Miss at LSU is absolutely unacceptable. And he will be ran out of town if he does.
They've run a lot of them out of town.
Yes, and that is, and look, like I'm talking about his whole body of work at Ole Miss.
Yeah,
you copy paste that to the next however many. I think it was 4 years at Ole Miss, maybe 3 or 4.
So. Yeah.
Copy paste that over to LSU, he'll be fired.
Yeah, they didn't give him that kind of money to go 10-2.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he won't be fired because of buyouts and stuff, but they will not be happy with him. They will not be happy with him.
I don't think buyouts bother them either. Kelly.
Where are they getting all their money?
That's a very good question. I don't know.
I ask that all the time about a lot of programs, but I ask it about them too. It's like, I just don't, where is the money coming from? And when is somebody going to say, this is ridiculous? Why are we doing this?
I don't know.
I've always said, like, if I had $1 billion, right, as big an OU fan as I am, I'm not using it to go buy the next quarterback at Oklahoma. I don't know who's doing it. It's crazy. It's a crazy concept to me. Anyway, I could rant about that forever. Nobody wants to hear that.
I know.
But yeah, it's crazy.
But can Signetti keep this up? If he does this again, with another new quarterback,
it's crazy.
It's just unreal.
I got to tell you, Mendoza was really good. I'm not trying to knock him when I say this, but that whole team was really good. That's the thing. Like,
they lost a ton of players.
I'll never forget watching the Alabama game.
Yeah.
And I was like, I never, ever, ever in my lifetime thought I would see an Indiana team physically kill an Alabama team. They look like the more physical team. It was crazy.
They just thumped them, and they lost. I thought I read 7 players to the NFL draft, which they've never had 7, and probably haven't had 7 in 20 years.
Probably not. No.
And had 7 out of that class. They lost a ton of talent, yet they're ranked number 5 in the preseason because of him.
Well, because they just won the national title.
I know it. I know it.
It's crazy.
But I mean, it's an amazing. He's done a tremendous job, and their schedule's tough. It'll be really fascinating to see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree. I thought I definitely went into the playoff thinking they have a big time chance. They're going to be really tough to beat. But the Alabama game is when I was like, oh, they're winning it. Like, this team is a monster team. Like, they bullied them. And I know, like, Bama's quarterback got hurt, and, maybe it wasn't quite as bad as the score, but it kind of was. You watch that game, you're like, oh, they're bullying them around. Like, Alabama can't do anything.
They just killed them.
It's crazy. That was crazy that night.
I know.
Or I guess it was the Rose Bowl that afternoon. It would have been. Anyway. All right. You got anything else? You see
no.
A couple other things?
Well, I do. You mean, are we transitioning to something else? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, here's a question that probably a little bit on delay here, but can we see Baby Vino coming in underneath on the board? I mean, I could.
Well, sure.
If you, like I said, that's the horse to use. If you want to try to get a 15-1 involved, that's the one. I don't really think it's going to happen. But I think he's the one that's possible. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of times these top 5 don't finish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, of course not. Yeah. Somebody
he can sneak in there.
Right. Yeah. All right. Let's go on. Let's go on to what you got here, and then we're good to go.
I don't have a lot. I not much. Because soccer's going on and I know nothing about it.
Yeah.
I found this question and I thought it might be interesting. Can soccer become the 5th major sport? My answer is no.
Well, I think it is the 5th major sport in the United States.
You do?
Well, what's above it?
Well, okay, but I'm talking about, will it be as popular as all the rest of them?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No.
It's never gonna. A buddy of mine, we were talking the other day about it and how, on the world stage it's unbelievable, and we were talking about how the rest of the world has gained on us in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
We used to dominate, we being the United States, in basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And now we struggle to win. Mm-hmm. We're still better than everybody else, but you look at the NBA, there's a ton of players from other countries that are dominating.
Yeah.
In soccer, at least around here where we live, I don't know about in the bigger cities and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. Your high school soccer here are not getting your best athletes. Mm-mm. They're not playing soccer, they're playing football. Yeah. Because soccer is at the same time as football. Yeah. And where you went to school and where I coached for years, they're not getting the best players, the best athletes in the school that play soccer. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a lot of it. The best athletes don't play it because they play football.
They do in the Northeast.
They probably do.
No, they do. I know they do. And I think that's what it would take. You need a worldwide or countrywide, I should say. Everybody's playing soccer now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's just,
soccer is just not, I don't think you can sell it in the United States long-term because I don't either. It's this more than anything.
I don't think it's a good sport to watch.
What Dennis just said, it's just not. It's kind of like watching a chess game.
Well, there's a lot of running and not enough action.
Well, but everything is very strategic, but that doesn't always play out to be exciting.
Right.
Like I've learned a lot about it because I kind of had to. They wanted me to talk about it, and Patrick, my friend who I'm on the radio with, is really, really into it, and he's kind of taught me it. And I have a good understanding of the game, but even then I watch it, I'm like, I got to do something else while I'm watching it. Yeah. It's not a great watch. It's just not.
And in person, it's not that good either.
I wouldn't think so. No,
I think if they shortened the field, it might help. But because inside soccer is a lot more exciting.
The problem is the United States people, and I don't know, maybe Canadian people that have other sports going on, like we watch it and we are like, yeah, you got to make this, you got to change this, you got to change this. Yeah. But on the international level, every other country, this is like these sports. So it's like, yeah.
Well, they don't have football.
Yeah, I know. And but what I'm saying is like soccer's not going to change. Like everybody else thinks it's fine. So
exactly.
Yeah. And this is the thing, like my buddy tried to tell me, he's like, you're going to like it because it's a lot like hockey. And it is in
the rules and everything.
No, it's like the strategies. And like this team likes to do this and this team, systems are similar, but the action is just a slog in soccer for a lot of it.
Well, I think that's the major difference between soccer and hockey.
Yeah.
Hockey's a great spectator sport.
Yeah.
If you've never been to a hockey game and you like sports, you've got to go because you won't believe it. And watching on TV's not that good, but you go to a game and soccer's not like that.
Yeah, I don't think it'll ever become as popular as those others.
No,
I remember when the World Cup was here last time. I was like 30 some years ago, and it bumped it, and I think this will bump it again, and I think it's going to continue to grow. But it's a slow growth for us. And again, I think parts of this country have accepted it, and like it's their thing.
Yeah.
Take where Heather grew up in the northern part of New York. They do get the best athletes to play soccer in that part of the country
because football is not as important up there.
Exactly. Yeah. So
and baseball.
You know, just random stuff, but like when I went to graduation up there a couple of weeks ago, like Messi was the athlete that they all kind of the kids like up there, right? They don't care as much about other stuff. They like soccer up there, but that's, you know, that I think it's small pockets compared to the rest of the country.
Well, and in Europe, they don't play baseball,
right?
They don't have pro baseball, to my knowledge.
Yeah,
they do have pro basketball.
Yeah,
and so they're getting better in basketball.
Yeah,
but they don't have football.
No,
so they don't have the sports that we have, and that's why I think soccer is so popular to these other countries like South America. They have baseball players come out of South America for sure, Venezuela, and they have some from time to time. Mainly it's from the Dominican and from the Caribbean, the islands.
Yep.
But I don't know. It's I mean, I will not watch Spain and Argentina, I don't think.
I will, but I won't. Like I have trouble watching a full game without doing something else. And I also don't think about it at all once it's over. Like I never give it another thought. Right.
No.
So I will watch it, and look, I like this World Cup. If you've been watching it and you don't like it, I don't think you're ever going to like it. Because from what people that know have told me, it's like, this has been an amazing turn, like soccer.
I know everybody's saying that. Yeah.
And I'm like, I certainly can see some excitement, but it's just like, I can't fully get into this. And my friend was like, yeah, we'll watch MLS next. I'm like, yeah, it's not going to happen. Like, I'm not watching the MLS.
There's no way. I'm wondering this too. Spain's been over here, what, a month?
I would guess, yeah.
4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Have those fans been here that long? Or
I don't know.
They go home and a different bunch comes over? How are they doing it?
Yeah, we were talking last night. The cheapest ticket to get into the World Cup final is like $7,000. Now, I don't know. That could have changed by now. I'll look it up again.
Unbelievable.
But it's like, who's going? How are they going? I don't know.
How could they have been here the whole time?
I don't know.
Because they've traveled from city to city, and it's an amazing thing to me because their fans are everywhere.
Yep. Apparently, they've been the same bunch, according to Dennis. That's crazy.
I don't know. I do know that work schedules and things like that are totally different in other countries. You know, like in Europe, if you want to take the afternoon off, big deal. You take they don't look at it the same way we do.
No, they
don't. But still,
I don't think you could take a month off of work.
No, I don't think you have some money too. You got to have some money to be over
right.
here.
Yeah, exactly.
That long because those cities, hotel rooms are skyrocketing. You know, because it's like when Ecuador and Caraco were in Kansas City.
Yeah,
that's Ecuador. And Caraca, my buddy was up there, and they were everywhere.
Yeah.
And so
it's really been fun. I mean, that part of it's been a blast. You know, just kind of I'm really glad we've got to host it because I do think it's been really cool. I do, and I'm not. If you're listening and you love soccer, I'm not talking down on it at all. I mean, I've gotten into it, but
the question was, will it ever make it here? And I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think it would have by now.
Yep.
You know, because hockey's barely made it here when throughout the entire country.
Really, yeah, that's definitely true. It's done well, but it's not on the same level as the other three. Yeah.
People don't watch it on TV.
No,
that much. Now, it's amazing to me how it's gotten into the southern cities, and it's crazy in those cities. They just have embraced it and love it, and none of them ever grew up playing soccer or hockey. I guarantee you, a lot of them played more soccer than they did hockey.
I think it's a whole lot of what you said. And listen, I've experienced it firsthand in Las Vegas and following what happened there.
Yeah.
And following it now, Vegas, it's funny. Vegas fans are hardcore fans, but they don't really know hockey. They
No.
just like it, right?
The other thing that's really helped them, they were good from the start.
Oh, well 1,000%.
They've never went through a bad season.
But I'm just using like when I go to a hockey game in Vegas, it is just they don't really understand the game.
Yeah.
They're just having fun. Like they are just excited that they're good and they like it. They love it.
Yeah.
But when we went to Colorado to a game, it's like, oh, these are hockey people.
Oh yeah.
They understand the hockey. You know what I mean? And
and
when you sat around the Toronto people, it's like, oh, this is I'm around a whole different group this time. Like they are mad at for example, like if just like I don't even know what it was. It's some little thing happens in a game and I see it. I'm like, oh, God damn it. Like why did that happen? Most of the Vegas people, they don't see it. But if you're sitting around the Toronto people or Colorado people, it's like they see it immediately. Like, oh my God, why'd you do that? And because you can see it's going to lead to something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, the point I'm trying to make, I'm doing a terrible job of it. You don't have to understand hockey to like it.
No, you don't.
You don't have to understand it.
Mm-mm.
A lot of people don't, and they like it. You know,
it's just.
So,
and
soccer, it's kind of like you just can't show up and be like, I don't know anything about it, but it's going to be really exciting now. Yeah. It's going to be pretty boring.
Yeah.
You know,
I've never seen a sport like hockey that's so good in person.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just so much fun. It's just, and if you've never been,
it's the best.
I can't explain it what it's like. I try to tell people, you got to go. You can't believe, well, I don't know anything about hockey. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's hockey and football are definitely the two best sports to go to.
Yeah.
I think,
well, basketball is too.
Basketball would be third, but it's good. Baseball is,
it's a lot better in person than it is on TV.
It is, but it's still just not.
It's just too slow.
It's not up to those three. Yeah. But that being said, basketball and football play really well on television, so you don't have to go to understand it.
Exactly.
Hockey, you have to go.
Yeah, you really do.
You have to go. And then once you go and you go a couple times, you can watch it on TV.
Yeah.
A lot easier.
It is.
Because you understand what it is in person. Yeah.
It is so cool. It really is.
Yeah. Yeah. That's Heather would go to any hockey game anywhere. And that's not the case for other sports, but she just, that's the sport, right?
It's just fun.
Yep. It's fun. It's fun.
Watching them warm up is fun.
It was just like, the last game we were at, it's Vegas is a little different, but if you're into hockey and you're a hockey fan, it's kind of your own community. And like, I don't know, it's like your own little club. It's like it's like horse racing, a lot like it. And when you see people that also like hockey, it's like, oh, cool, you like it too. And you can actually talk to them. And that's different because not everybody's into it. Right. No. And it's like, it's just so fun to see everybody. It's like, oh, you're in the same club I'm in, kind of thing, and you can talk to people about something that not a lot of people can talk about. So that's a little bit of the hockey too that makes it fun.
It is.
Yep.
Watching them warm up, maybe it's because
it's awesome.
We don't skate or something, but
it's awesome.
It's just different when they come out. I mean, like when football's warming up, well, hold your attention for a little bit, but not too much, unless you're looking at your favorite player or something.
Yep.
But hockey, when they come out, you just have to see it.
Yep.
And usually the rink's not full at all.
Yep.
So you hear everything, and you can hear those skating on the ice, and it's just. And then they start practicing the goalie, and they're hitting him, and you can hear that puck hit him. And
it's a sound sport.
It is.
The sounds are awesome. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Knock them into the glass, and that thing just.
Yeah.
It's something you got to go see.
I don't think you can appreciate the speed of the game until
that's
you're there.
The other
it's so fast.
They're so fast.
Yeah.
And Mackie was saying here he struggles because the players are on the ice for like a minute. I agree with that. The stars don't play a whole lot.
Yeah, so that's when you kind of get into the deeper part of it.
Yeah. And it takes a while to learn that.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. You come to watch.
Yes.
what's his name, Connor McDavid for Edmonton. Well, you're not going to see him but about a third of the game.
Yeah, he'll play about 18 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a 60-minute game. So
yeah,
that's a good point.
I understand it. I understand that logic. And it is tough for people. Yeah. And I get it. I get that.
Here's another that I think, as far as affecting the flow of the game and making it harder to watch a game, are reviews.
Well, yeah.
Are they bad for the sport?
No, I don't.
Are there too many?
No, I don't think so.
Is there any way they can shorten them?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
But, buddy of mine, we were sitting talking, and he goes to some of the Arkansas games, a few. And he said, I can't hardly go to a college football game anymore. With the TV timeouts and the reviews, I am so tired by the time we get out of there.
I think it's more television timeouts. That's what I get the most annoyed with.
I do too. They're too long.
Here's why the reviews go a little long, and I don't love it. I don't hate what you're saying. I don't think you're totally off.
Well,
but at least with the reviews, there's like some suspense, like what are they going to call? Or
I know. The thing is, you can't go away now. You can't take them away now. It's too late.
No.
But we never used to even think about it.
Honestly, I think baseball has the best review system.
What's theirs?
I think they're, for whatever reason, they're the quickest.
They're quicker.
When they challenge a ball and strike, it's immediate. When they challenge something on the field, it's very quick. I think baseball's got it down.
Okay.
Football's way too long.
Way too long. Do you think with football, there's, how do I put this? There's too much action. There's too much where it affects the camera angles. Too much. They got to have so many different camera angles on it. Maybe with baseball, it's just like a lot of the reviews are on out or safe on a base.
Yeah.
And you don't need much camera angle for that.
It just doesn't take very long to do it. They've done a good job. They've done it. Listen, old school baseball people probably don't like all the new stuff they've done. They've done everything they can to try to help the game. I just still think it's kind of boring, but
there's two. It's the pitching changes. There's so many of those.
Well, they've tried things to limit that too. And I mean,
I know.
You got a pitcher comes in, he's got to face three people, and
they've tried. They know their problem.
I'll give them credit.
Yeah,
you still may
they
not
know
like
the problem.
Yeah,
they know the problem, and unfortunately, and then we sit and we think about the TV timeouts being so long. That's why there's so much money in college sports. These TV contracts, they got to sell enough advertising to pay for buying the right to have the game on.
Yep.
And it's just, and there's just too many.
I think the sport where the reviews are the worst it's basketball.
Yeah, they take a long time.
Because yes, I don't mind the reviews. They take forever.
Yeah.
And if it's a close college basketball or pro game, I don't watch pro, but college, it takes years.
There seems to
the last minute of these games are taking forever.
I know it.
I hate it.
It seems to me like there's more in the NBA than there is college.
Yeah, probably. I like to say I don't watch it, but yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, oh my God, it's so boring. So boring, those last minutes of games. And that should be when it's really exciting, and it's not. So all right. You got anything else?
Not really.
Okay. I thought you said you had two things.
I'm good with it if you're done.
Okay. Yeah. I thought you said you had two. That's why I asked, but maybe.
Well, that's two, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. Yeah. You're right. Expectations and gotcha.
The soccer thing. I got another one, but it's up to you.
Go ahead. Well, what is it? Tell us what it is. I'll make the decision.
How has sports changed the world?
Oh, geez, that's a really good one. I don't know. Should we save it when we have more time, though? When we can think about. That's something you need to think about. Right?
It's totally changed okay, the importance of it has changed so many
Right.
things,
Right.
especially at the high school ranks.
I've got one. We're going to save it for next week.
Okay.
Because I think that is a really good one.
Okay.
But I've got one. I've got a quicker one.
Okay.
That's on the same kind of subject, talking about the importance that sports has brought out. We talked about this last night on the radio. What's the most you've paid to get into a sporting event?
$200.
Yeah, we were thinking maybe
But I haven't
three.
been in a long time.
Right. Well, we were thinking maybe $300. That's probably the max. And we were talking about how these like we were talking about all the NBA finals, Stanley Cup finals, how the prices were crazy and Super Bowl and all this stuff. It's like I consider you and I to be pretty big sports fans, but I don't think I would pay over.
No.
I said my max if I was really wanting to do something would be like $500. What would your max be?
Less than that.
Less
Probably
than that.
4.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's well, again, I think we've talked about it on here before. We always said if the Blues made the Stanley Cup Finals, we'd go.
Right.
We didn't.
No.
Because it was $800,000, wasn't it?
It was like $1,000 for Game 6, and then it was like $1,600 for the Game 7 in Boston. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we thought about it.
Yeah.
And thank God we didn't go because I think I made the point that what if they lose?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they did.
I think, and they lost epically bad.
Yeah. If we'd known they were going to win,
right,
that's a different story.
Now, they did go win Game 7, but Game 7 was more in doubt than Game 6, even, in my opinion.
Oh, well, it was in Boston.
Yeah, and you would look like a $5,000 trip probably by the time. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even feasible.
$800 for a Final Four ticket. That's Rob's answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that either.
I probably wouldn't. Like if my team was in it, maybe. Probably not. Probably not.
The problem with realism just comes into me. It's on TV.
Yeah. I
can watch it for free.
Yeah.
And I can get up and do whatever I want to do when we have all those timeouts and reviews. And it's just not, if I didn't have to travel somewhere, maybe.
Yeah.
But they don't have the Final Four around here. So
I remember we paid $200 to go to a playoff game back with Blues and the Avalanche in the West Finals.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yep. I remember a few OU Texas tickets were pretty expensive.
Yeah.
I think the most I paid was Vegas, Colorado Game 3, and I don't remember what I think it was $320 or $350 or something like that. I'll ask John; he might remember. But I think they were like $350. Now that's the most expensive one. I think it was that Game 3. I cannot remember what we paid now. It seems like it's like maybe $350, $360. So that'd be the most for me. Well, the OU Texas ticket. Well, here's the deal. They're priced so outrageous that we haven't been there in a long time either.
No.
Because I'm not paying $400 to go watch us get beat.
No, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
But, I don't just, Mackie Man says, defending why he did it. I'm not knocking you at all.
Oh, no. Like I said, well, listen, you're a big Purdue fan.
Yes, you are.
So, I mean, if OU was in the national championship in the game, I'm talking about football, and it was $800, I mean, I'd probably pay it, to be quite honest.
Depends on where it was at.
Where it was at, how I could get there, stuff like that. Yes, but yes. Yeah. Well, to be honest, the Vegas Stanley Cup final tickets, I think Game 6 was like right around $800, and I almost did it. So I get it. Like I would have done it. And if they would have maybe had a chance to win the whole thing, maybe I would have done it, but anyway.
It was just, they're getting way out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's part of the question,
Yeah.
We've done that 25 years ago. Who would have thought a ticket would be that high?
Right. So, for example, right now, I was talking about OU Texas. You haven't been like 5 or 6. I haven't been in 4 or 5 years.
The last one I went to is when they made that great comeback.
And the last one I went to is when they won at the last against The two greatest OU Texas games the last 20 years were the two, in my opinion.
You got that 4 overtime game too to throw in there. That was good.
But that was COVID, and both teams sucked. I mean,
absolutely, you're right.
Those games were epic. But I don't know. I don't remember what the ticket is. Probably $150, $175. My guess.
Yeah.
Right now, $456 to sit in the top row.
No way.
No, it's crazy. Even if they won, I don't want to pay that. It's crazy.
No.
Especially when you can sit right here. So
it's just not. It's not wise. It's just. I mean, it's an event. It's you never forget those games, but golly, for that, and you can sit at home, and sometimes it's 100 degrees at those games, and you died. By the time you get home, you're just wiped out.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. That's a whole other thing when we talk about going to any college football game, but especially that one. You're not going to have phone service for 5 hours. Your phones don't work. You can't really move once you get in there. That's a mess. Yeah.
It's constant. If the game's close, you're on pins and needles the entire time.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
And if it's hot, you just die. And you get there 8:30.
Yep.
Or a 11 o'clock kickoff took a little bit later if it's an afternoon kickoff, but it never has been when we went. I think it is this year.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it's an event like no other, but still it's.
Heather and I went once when it was a 2:30 kickoff. Mm-hmm. It was a Jalen Hurts year. And by the time you got out of that, but here's the problem. It's in the middle of the Texas State Fair, right?
Right. And they were all there at night. Yeah.
There were hundreds of thousands of people there that did not care about the game. They were there to do the fair. And so, like where you walk to get out and down the roads, you couldn't even walk. There were so many people. So it was a nightmare. That year was a nightmare. But
when
it always is, though.
When the fair's open at 11, but there's nobody there.
Well, but even when it's 11 o'clock game, when you get out, there's thousands and thousands of people that don't care anything about the game that's there to do the fair. So it's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Well, anything else?
No,
I think that's it.
No,
okay.
Good enough.
All right. We're going to get out of here. I've already decided this is what we're going to do.
All right.
Next week, we're going to do some filler. We're going to try to fill with something. Then football starts.
That's true.
So we have one more show, and then the college football previews start.
Okay.
So
I got my magazine. I've been reading it.
Did you go? Which one did you get?
I got the one I always get, Lindy's.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yep. I've been reading it too.
I'm starting to write down how many they're going to win, stuff like that.
Yep. I've been doing that too. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe we should start it next week. I don't know.
Well, you're going to be on the road, so you need to start thinking about that too.
Well, I'm still doing shows. So.
Okay. So
this is funny. I got to end with this.
This is good.
So they still make magazines. Okay. So I went into it's Books A Million is the name of the store. And I go up to the counter and I give her the magazine and she's like, are you a Books A Million, whatever, subscriber, member, whatever.
You're a member.
I was like, no. She goes, you really should become a member today. And I was like, I was being very polite. I said, I don't do this. And she goes, do you come in this store more than twice a year? I said, no, I don't. I come in once a year, one time to buy this magazine. And she was just like, okay, well, maybe not. But if you came in the store twice a year, you would. I said, lady, this is the only magazine I've bought for 15 years now. This one right here. And I said, it's only because I bought it online once and I absolutely hated it. I want it in my hand.
Yeah.
I'll never buy another magazine. I'll never buy a book. Just ring me up so I can get out of here.
I get so aggravated at them.
This is why I don't shop outside very often because
really get aggravated in there.
Just ring me up. You'll never see me again. Chances are you're not going to be working here in a year or even care what this even is. Please ring up this magazine. It's the one magazine I want to buy.
They get extra money if
they do.
Yeah.
No, they do. But I'm just like, after I say no once, stop with it.
I know.
Like, I don't.
Yeah. I think it costs $50.
And
then you get extra discounts when you buy a book.
But I don't buy anything.
Right. And and I don't either in there much. No. And I'll be honest, I didn't buy the magazine in there this year.
No, see.
I got it at Walmart because I didn't want to go through that shit.
It's fun. Here's what's funny. You knew, and I knew before. I knew walking up there that
it bothered me every time I go.
Every year. And every year I tell them, this Phil Steele college football preview magazine, this is it. This is all I want in your whole store. And it's all I'm ever going to want in your whole store.
Well, I'll buy more than that in there, but
I know.
I don't know that I would get my $50 back.
See, and this is where you got to make the decision. Would you rather deal with that or you rather go to Walmart? I would rather deal with that.
That doesn't bother me. Walmart doesn't bother me. I just went in there. I didn't think they'd have it. I was looking for a book and I glanced over at the magazines and there it was. And I thought, oh, thank God I don't have to go to Books A Million and buy this magazine and get hassled because I don't want to join the.
Well, the problem is the magazine I like is only there.
Yeah.
You can't get it anywhere else.
Right. I did not see that one.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get out of here. Right. Thanks everybody for joining us. We'll be back next week. Maybe we'll just start football next week. We'll see. It'd be fun to do it. All right. We're going to get out of here though, guys. Thanks everybody for joining us. Everybody have a good rest of your week. Magic Mike show going to come up here in about 2 hours, and then Blinkers Off going to be after that. So Patrick saying, hey, Del Mar. Yep, Del Mar's coming. We'll talk about that on Blinkers Off. We'll talk about the Saratoga card on Magic Mike, and we'll talk about Haskell on Blinkers Off as well. So a lot coming up. All right, guys. Thank you everybody for joining us, and we'll see you guys right back here next week.
This is Dudes Who Bet Sports.